It all starts with preparation. Each day several monks come to the house for the funeral and the reading of prayers. At the same time, relatives and friends who wish to say goodbye arrive and neighbors gather. Those who arrive light incense and place it at the head of the casket as an offering to the deceased. The rectangular coffin is thickly decorated with flowers and garlands, and a photograph of the deceased is placed beside it. While guests bid farewell, a table is set up in the courtyard so that they can eat and drink local rice vodka at any time. If a wealthy Thai is buried, they hire waiters to serve drinks and snacks while they say goodbye. The funeral itself takes place on the 8th day. Lead the procession of monks dressed in saffron, they recite prayers. The coffin is carried behind. Recently, the coffins can be carried by car, and if the deceased was a wealthy person, a special platform is built for him. It is decorated with flowers, lead ribbons, drapery, and the procession is accompanied by an orchestra. In Thailand is considered acceptable only cremation. Crematoriums are located at the monasteries, but sometimes Thais burn the dead directly in the open air with a dressed platform. The ashes can be buried, if desired, in a columbarium, monastery wall or in the ground, marking the spot with an unusual filigreed monument, which itself resembles a temple. By tradition, 100 days after the funeral, relatives of the deceased visit the shrine. They bring the monks money in an envelope and small household gifts: clothes, soap, fruit. Image description. The characteristic feature of funerals in Thailand is a relaxed, even casual attitude to the death of all participants in the procession. Death here is just a transition to another state. This philosophy is inculcated since childhood in all who are brought up in the traditions of Buddhism. Only close relatives may cry, and you don't see that very often. In general, everyone is very calm, talk a lot, even laugh, and some are photographed against the coffin. Funerals of failure. In one monastery is a tradition popular among Thais and attracts tourists from around the world to bury the failures. In this temple are invited all who wish to part with the old life. Here they are waiting for smart and quite comfortable coffins. Participants in the ritual are placed in these coffins, and a monk walks around them. They read special prayers that put all the participants of the ceremony into a trance. Then the monk wakes those who are asleep, but it is considered that a new person has awakened and all his failures have been successfully buried.